This video is brought to you by KastKing, affordable innovation.
Ooh, is this what I think it is? Sure is. Welcome back to Cedan Outdoors. Today I got a very special video for you guys. In my hand, I've got a baitcaster sent to me by KastKing. It is called the KastKing Kestrel BFS. It says right there. So I've never used a BFS baitcaster, so I'm very excited to receive this product. So thank you, KastKing. I'm not sure how many of you Canadian viewers are familiar with this name, but KastKing is a fishing brand that has been around for a while actually. They're quite popular in the United States and in Asia, but not so much in Canada. They're known for their unique design and affordability. It says it right here, affordable innovation. So yeah, if you know me, I am all about innovation and budget-friendly products. So this reel does kind of fit my character. First, I want to say thank you, KastKing, for recognizing my content and sending me this reel to use and to review. And I also want to thank you all my viewers for supporting this channel, for growing this community, and making this collaboration possible. So KastKing is exploring opportunities to enter the Canadian market, and me being a Canadian fishing YouTuber, I think this partnership is a good fit in my opinion. I have to be honest, our local fishing tackle shops really lack varieties in brands, fishing reels, rods, baits. So hopefully this is a good start for KastKing to open their market in Canada. And I have a great news for you guys, and that is KastKing is very generous that they offer me a discount code exclusively for my viewers, and that is, I'll put it right here, Cedan, to save 10% at checkout on KastKing.com website. Any products, just at checkout, 10% off. That's what they offer me, actually for you guys. Also, if you decide to purchase from KastKing.com, make sure you use my affiliate links in the video description. I get a little kickback. It doesn't cost you more or less. It's just one of the ways to support this channel. So thank you again for your support. All right, without further ado, let's take this bad boy indoors in my studio. Let's do a tabletop detail review, see what this is all about.
All right, guys, now we're back in the studio. And this is the box of the KastKing Kestrel BFS. So pretty cool graphic design, pretty cool and nice quality box. You can see the reflection, and there's the KastKing logo looking like a shark. A lot of their reels are named after a shark or a shark theme, like the Sharky or the Megajaw Elite. Pretty cool logo, and we have the Kestrel. So let's open up the box. There it is. Wow, look at that. The reel is sitting inside this cutout styrofoam piece. That looks awesome. So let's take it out. Oh, there's something. Let's go over what's left in the box, and then we'll talk about the reel. Pretty thick material here. Another layer. And we have some, what's in here? We have a sticker. Definitely putting that on my kayak, on the side of my kayak. And we have some stickers. Looks like, you can write down what kind of line you used that day and what pound test. I don't know where you put it on, like maybe on your rod, but on the reel, maybe on the reel seat. Not too sure, but pretty thoughtful thinking there. Then we have the schematic, very nice. Tells you where all the bearings are, the bushings, all the parts. And last, that's the last of it. We have a pretty thick instruction sheet. Let's see how to cast a baitcaster. How to cast it with pictures. how to clean it, how to spool. Yeah, very good. How to set the drag. All right, and there's another layer of styrofoam. Yeah, one of the best unboxing experience I've had. Let's put everything back. Let's take a look at the reel. Oh, by the way, they have a piece of styrofoam on the lid too, on the inside of the lid. Wow. So yeah, like this reel came in shipped from China, I believe, from KastKing, and there was no damage. They had a nice packaging, and obviously nice packaging inside the box. So my reel came in perfect. All right, let's take a look here. First impression, it is light and small. Look at how easy I can palm the entire reel with my hand. I don't have large hands, by the way. Pretty smooth. Yeah, the overall colorway is like a silvery looking metallic gray with a smooth glossy finish, and with some black and the orange or gold accents. Yeah, I got the 8-speed gear ratio. I think the 7.5 gear ratio comes with the blue accents, but I like it. Looks pretty cool. Pretty simple, pretty cool. Man, I don't know how much it weighs. I mean, I know how much it weighs just from reading the website description, but this thing is like nothing. This is so light. I'm gonna weigh it here. 4.507, 4.5 ounces. Oh my goodness. Honestly, I've never used a reel under 5 ounces. Even for ice fishing, I've used reels around that 6 ounce mark, but this is next level lightness. All right, starting from, I don't know, the handle knob, pretty small, is rubberized, lots of friction, good for gripping. Yeah, pretty small. And the handle length, I don't know the exact length, but maybe 80 millimeters. Not the longest or widest handle. This reel is pretty low profile, so like I said, it's very easy to palm. I can just imagine myself pitching jigs, throwing small crankbaits, catching bass all day long without feeling tired on my wrist. So there's a start drag, it clicks. And we have the tension knob. A little bit detail there, let's see that. Sharky logo. It also clicks. Not too loud, but you can definitely hear it. And what else clicks? Obviously the brake dial. It's pretty unique design. There's a slot indicating which braking level you're at. So it looks like each click goes half. We have maximum 10, so we have 20 in total positions. Listen to this. Pretty positive sound. Yeah, I forgot one thing. This reel has a clicking drag. Let's listen to that. Wow. I wish all my baitcasters have this feature. Kind of plasticky sound, but definitely loud enough. And you have a lot of intervals. I've used baitcasters with drag clicker, but it gets jerky because each turn it only has like 20 clicks or something. Yeah, pretty good. And the thumb bar, yeah, pretty positive. Free spooling. The thumb bar has this little rubberized piece for gripping. Oh yeah. And then you have the Kestrel writing there. Kestrel logo throughout. And you have on the gearbox side, gear ratio 8.4 to 1, and your line capacity. There's the front of the reel. Oh yeah, and it says what? 11 plus 1 ball bearings. There are 4 bearings, actually 2 on each handle knob, so 4 in the handle itself. Don't think it matters, but yeah, does improve the overall reeling experience, not necessarily the smoothness in the gear, but you know what I mean. So just for size comparison, for those of you who have never fished BFS or fished some Finesse baitcaster, but not like a BFS level, I have a Daiwa. This is a Daiwa Tatula 80. I can already feel it's much heavier. This thing is 6.5 ounces. It's already light in my opinion, but this thing is much lighter. It blows my mind. But this is a 80 or 70 size Daiwa, just side by side comparison. I say they're pretty equal in length, but when it comes to height, I think the Kestrel is a bit thinner or shorter because of the carbon fiber material on the side plate, middle housing, and side plate. It feels like a toy. It's so light. Nothing wrong with that though. I'm sure it will benefit me from, you know, fishing all day, tossing lures. All right, so let's quickly go over the specs of this reel. So I got the left hand retrieve 8.4 to 1 gear ratio. Each turn of the handle brings in maximum 29.1 inches of line, and we have 12 pounds of drag, and I just weighed the whole reel. It's 4.5 ounces, crazy light. We have aluminum main gear and brass pinion gear and aluminum main shaft, and the spool is lightweight aluminum. The spool weight is just over 5 grams, which is again pretty lightweight. We're gonna weigh the spool later. So for line capacity, for me who fishes braid, I don't fish mono or fluorocarbon on main line, so you can put 215 yards of 6-pound braid, 160 yards 8-pound braid, and then 125 yards of 10-pound braid. For me, I'm gonna be using this reel for close quarter bass fishing or trout fishing. So really, I don't need 100 yards. Maybe 60 yards, but on the safe side, I'll probably need 80 yards. And I think this reel can give me plenty of that. Let's open up the side plate and explore the braking system here. To open up the side plate, there's just this lock switch. All right, and then you just pull the side plate off, just like that. There we go. All right, so right off the bat, I don't see any circular mag track brakes. So they have their own unique braking system called the Fly Out Arc Finesse braking system. It's very similar to a Shimano FTB of their BFS reels, but just let me explain. I also overlay some graphics from the KastKing website just to better demonstrate. But here is the braking dial. Now we're sitting at minimum. Just pay attention to this compartment, the braking pads, how it's moving, right? So I'm gonna turn it, increase the brake. You see how it's raising up. So when it's raising up, kind of raise or extrude into the spool. And obviously when you decrease the brake, it moves away from the spool. Let me quickly demonstrate how this braking system works. So now you have a pair of brakes, one on the top half of the circle, the other one on the bottom. So right here we have the pivot point, and it's spring loaded, and on the other end it's free. So if I use, let's say, a coin, a metal coin, and it gets stuck on there, right? So you see how it pulls. See how it pulls out a little bit? Same idea on the other side, right? Kind of just moves a little bit outwards. You see that? So when you make a cast, the spool is spinning fast, right? The spinning motion makes these two legs come out. And the faster it spins, the further it comes out, and applies braking force on the spool to slow it down. And as the spool, travels through the air on the second half of the cast, let's say, it slows down its rotation. And the brake legs kind of just go in. So less brake force is applied to allow the spool to cast a little bit further distance on the end of the cast. So really, this is a dynamic magnetic braking system, very similar to a Daiwa MagForce. All right, so this is the SV spool, but works the same as any Daiwa MagForce braking system. So you have on the spool itself, you have a moving parts, which is the inductor, and it goes into the magnetic rings. The faster the spool spins, the further it shoots out. More brake force is applied, slows down, retracts, less braking force, more distance on the end of the cast. Kind of the same philosophy, but opposite, you know what I mean? On the Kestrel, the moving parts is on the side plate. On the Daiwa, the moving part is on the spool. So I guess I forgot to weigh the spool just to confirm that what KastKing advertises is correct. All right, let's zoom in on that number. Moment of truth. Oops. 0.2 ounces, which is 5.4 grams. And what does KastKing advertise? Well, they say the spool weighs 5.6 grams, so it's even lighter. KastKing is saying that this spool can cast anywhere from 1/13 ounce all the way to 3/4 ounce. That is a pretty big range. So I'm going to test that out in a casting video. Today is just going to be the tabletop review, so stay tuned for that. All right, one more thing I forgot, which is the line guide. Now, traditionally on baitcasters, you have either a circular or oval shaped line guide from the exit to the entrance. Now, on this reel, don't know if you can see that, it's a taper shape. So closer to the spool, you have a wider oval that allows less resistance or friction when the line goes through the guide. So theoretically, it should give you more distance than traditional line guide. I think a lot of companies are using that technique now. Pretty cool. So yeah, this is just an overview, unboxing, first impression video of the KastKing Kestrel BFS baitcaster. Thank you, KastKing, for sending me this reel. I will put it on a rod. Now, I won't be doing a rod review, but this is the rod here. PureLure, and it's a light action, perfect for BFS. I probably should get it ultralight, but we'll see. I don't want to just cast nymph flies or that kind of finesse or small baits. Like where I am in Saskatchewan, Canada, we have big walleye, big pike. We do have trout and some bass. So I do want to use this reel for a all-around kind of application. At least I want it to cast 1/4 ounce nicely and 3/8 ounce. And that's the bait range for walleye and pike. So stay tuned for some videos in the future of me using this reel fishing for those species, especially bass. I'm so hooked on bass now. Stay tuned for a video. I absolutely slammed the bass in Boundary Dam. Alright guys, that's gonna be it. Hopefully you enjoyed my first impression on my first BFS experience, at least on the table. So stay tuned for a casting on the water test of this reel. I'll be throwing a wide range of lures just to experiment what BFS truly is for a conventional walleye pike fisherman like myself. So if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and support my channel. If you want to buy this reel, I have an affiliate link with KastKing. Any purchase you make, I'll have a kickback to support my channel. Don't forget to use my code, I'll post it here, TTANE, to save 10% on any purchase. Drop your comments. What do you think about this reel? Any recommendation, any suggestion for me as a BFS newbie, or any questions, drop it down. I like to read them, and I reply to every comment. So thank you guys for watching, supporting the channel, making this collaboration possible. We'll see what KastKing has to bring in the future in Canada. All right, stay tuned for the next one, and I will see you next time on TTANE Outdoor. Peace.